Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are drawing feet. So I guess I'll just go ahead and jump into it for you guys. When I was deciding what I wanted to study for this week, since it's a Thursday study session, I was like, do I want to do hands again? I was like, no, I don't really want to do hands. And I've been doing full body figures on my own for a while. And I was like, the one thing that I haven't drawn is feet. And so I was really apprehensive about drawing feet because I know this is probably like a basic thing to say, but feet actually really gross me out. I know I put that in the thumbnail, but they really gross me out. I don't know what it is about feet. I just think they're gross. I don't like looking at them, and I don't really like thinking about them too much. No offense to you if you're like into feet. That's none of my business. I would prefer you not to say that to me. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not. I don't like to look at them, and so actually drawing them was a little bit cringe inducing for me. I was like, ugh, the whole time, and I didn't want to do it, but I have to do it. I have to figure out the shapes of feet. And so the way that I coped with having to draw feet this week is I kept the shapes really simple. I didn't want to draw individual toes. Just talking about this is like really scheming me out. Um, I didn't want to draw individual toes, and some of the poses for the feet was like it was really rubbing me the wrong way. I was like, no, no, no. And so the only way I could cope with it is just keeping the shapes really simple. So I kept the big toe as a separate shape, and then the other four toes I just clustered together into one shape. And so I feel like a lot of these foot poses look the same because of that, since I decided to keep them just simple shapes. But literally, I needed to do that for my heart, or else I wouldn't be able to do this. And the real unfortunate thing is these poses actually went by really fast. As I was doing 30-second studies, I was like, I could have made them longer studies, but I was like, this, it's just feet. It's the same idea I had with the hands. Since they're just feet, they're not super, super detailed, like putting like a full body pose, especially with feet, because feet are a little bit less articulated than your hands are. Like there's some bend to them and there's some difference, but like you're not gonna get all the crazy poses you can get with hands that you can with. You're not gonna get all the same crazy poses you get with hands as you will with feet, right? So I was like, 30 seconds is fine just to get the gesture down, and I'm really just trying to understand the shapes of feet and not really so much the anatomy of feet at this moment. And so I was like, it's okay, we'll keep it simple. And then, but some of the poses for the feet was really grossing me out, you guys. And I was doing my best to work my way through it. And so I felt like I did a pretty okay job at getting the poses down. Oh yeah, I was talking about the unfortunate thing that I was trying to talk about earlier before I got distracted was, so since these were kind of really grossing me out, I kind of wanted to get them done as quickly as possible. That's partially why the video is so short, but also the video is so short because they're very 30-second studies and I could just fill the page up with them really quickly. But I actually did another full page of feet drawings, and I had meant to record that one, and I didn't record it just because I was like, let's get this over with. So I forgot to press play or record on my phone. And so I did two whole pages of foot drawings, and you guys will like get to see one of them because I forgot to record the other one. When I got to the end of that other page, and I was like, oh, thank God I'm done. And I looked at it, I didn't record. I was like, God damn it. Now I had to sit here and I had to do a whole another page of foot drawings. And honestly, it was probably like the worst 20 minutes of my life. Obviously, that is a joke. It's not that bad. But I actually think that I did get a little bit more of an understanding of the shapes of feet that I was really wanting to get to. Look, I'm not gonna be out here making 30 like minute detailed drawings of feet. I'm not gonna be doing that, but I need to know how to draw feet just in passing, and I need to know how to draw feet for shoes because the shape of feet really inform the shape of shoes, obviously, because shoes are meant to go over your feet. And so learning the shape of feet will help me draw shoes, and I need to draw shoes, okay? People are gonna be walking around. They can't be walking around on stumps. They need feet, god damn it. So this, even though it was torture for me to do it, I do think that I learned quite a bit. And so in the future, I am gonna do more feet studies, and I'm trying not to cry as I say that, but it's necessary. I think that's part of being an artist. If you want to be like an artist that can draw a wide variety of things, you're gonna have to practice them, even if they make you cringe so bad, like feet, or if you like or really want to learn how to be like a comic artist, you're gonna have to learn backgrounds. Maybe I will do a video where my study session is just learning how to draw backgrounds. I've been thinking about doing backgrounds a lot recently because I planned for a couple of my stories to take place in the city, and so I needed to be able to draw like cityscapes and stuff. So, and also like trees. I was thinking about drawing a tree for some reason. I can't remember why though. But yeah, so I'm hopefully next time I do a study session next week, it'll be not be feet, it'll be a landscape, like a cityscapes, because I need to learn how to draw buildings and stuff. And the thing about buildings though is that it's actually a little bit it's I feel like it's a little bit easier just because it's mostly like rectangles and stuff, and obviously there are like arches and triangles and shapes and different things in in shapes of buildings. But I feel like if I get a ruler, it could be a little bit easier for me. It's just the hard thing about learning buildings, I feel like, is the perspective, like 3 point perspective or 2 point perspective or vanishing points and stuff like that. It's all very geometric and mathematical in my opinion, and so trying to figure out how to do that is gonna be a little bit tough for me just because math was never my strongest subject. And my hobby is art and I like to write. Okay, I've never been good at math. Not to say that if you're good at art and writing, you're not good at math. You could be. Every teacher, not every teacher had, but people are always like, math is actually very easy. You just follow the formula and then you can do it. And I'm like, I don't know what it is about having a rigid answer for a question that I find so hard to wrap my head around. And the formulas for math, I think it's just because I've convinced myself that I'm bad at math. And so once you convince yourself that you're bad at math, you stop trying to learn math, which is unfortunate. And I know that I could go and try to learn math now because I'm an adult and I can do whatever I want. But the idea of sitting around and trying to learn math when I don't need to sounds like torture. So I'm not going to do that. But I am going to subject myself to learning just a little bit of geometry in shapes, I guess, for drawing buildings. Maybe you're a landscape artist and you're going to be like, hey, I draw cities all the time and you don't need math. I'm going to be like, thank God, bro. I really don't want to learn math, but I'll do it if it makes my art better. I'll learn a little bit if it makes my art better. Just because, I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to progress little by little. So, I'm sorry that the video is so short. Like I said, these were just supposed to be little 30-second drawings, and I didn't think that they would be so short, the video. But since they're just feet, they didn't take me super long to draw. It took me even less time than the 30 seconds on a lot of them. So I finished them actually pretty fast. So sorry about that. But I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it won't have anything to do with the feet because it's so gross to me. I don't know why. I'm going to get over it though so I can progress in my art journey. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I'm going to thank you guys for spending this time with me. I'll go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.